Two things is what I did to change my life. Two things. Now, for those of you who don't know the story, I started about 10 years ago. I was an overweight man working at fast food restaurants all the time. Pretty good job, $7.25 an hour with a free meal to boot. Pretty good job. Now, I worked pretty hard at that job. But here's the thing. I just wasn't making enough money. And that's the issue. When you're not making enough money, you start becoming miserable. I didn't have enough money to buy the shoes that I wanted, the clothes that I wanted, and I had dudes that were looking at me funny, and I wasn't strong enough to stand up for myself. Well, that's all about to change. That's all about to change. I swear to you. I promise you that. That's all about to change. But two things is what I did to change my life. And the first thing is have a positive mindset. You know what I mean? Regardless of what job you're working at, having a positive mindset is key. I don't care how much you're getting paid. I don't care how much you don't like that job. The first step is positive mindset. I have the ability to get a better job. I will be making more money in the future. This is not the end. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm not getting access to the high quality opportunities I want yet, but they're coming my way soon. You know what I mean? Any guy with a negative mindset says, oh, I'm stuck in this dead end job. I'm not making enough money. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be stuck here forever. They start panicking. I'm not getting the girls that I want. They don't like me. They don't like you yet. You're not making enough money yet. You have the ability to change jobs soon. You have the ability to upgrade. You have the ability to ask for a raise. You see what I mean? It's all a mindset thing. And that's the first thing that you have to do to change your life. You got to frame everything that happens to you in a positive way and saying, all right, whatever, even if this thing in my life, even if it's not ideal, I'm on my way to change. I have my glass half full right now, and I'm turning water into wine. You see what I'm saying? And I will walk on water. And I ain't talking about visual effects either. And I will turn that water into wine. Now when guys look at me funny, I don't let them do that to me. I got the strength to stand up for myself now. Yes, sir. And that was the first thing that I did. The second thing that I did, besides positive mindset, is make a plan. You got to make a plan. Things never go according to plan. That's a fact. And one of my professors back in the day told me everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And he said it's Murphy's Law or something like that. I said, you know what? I know that sounds like a negative thing to say, but the way he said it, I don't think he meant it with negative intentions. I think what the guy was basically trying to say is you got to be prepared for the worst. You got to be prepared where if something hits you, you just get right back up. That if something does go wrong, you're ready for it. And it's not going to affect you too much. So you got to make a plan. If you work at McDonald's, you got to say, there's something I can do here to get access to a better job. You can go to college if you want. You can go to a coding boot camp if you want to do that. You can apply to a job that's less stressful, closer to your house, that might make more money. Maybe with sales experience. And then there, you'll have some experience to get a better sales job. You got to make a plan. You got to say, hey, this is the goal that I want to make this amount of money. And then you got to reverse engineer the process. What do you want to do to get that amount of money? And then you start reverse engineering step by step. And once you start making a plan, it's not that you're going to follow the plan step by step and everything's going to go right. It's just that you have an idea, you have a sense of direction. Your mind has the right roadmap. And suddenly, that dream you're thinking of, it becomes a goal. It suddenly becomes possible. You got to keep that in mind. Positive mindset and have a plan. Those are the two things that really changed my life.